Nice. Okay. Beef, tomato, and mushroom stew on the menu today. So the stew's going to take ages to cook. I'm just going to chop up everything and prep it, shove it in, and that will be it for the stream really. There's not a whole lot going on. I have this massive bit of cabbage to use up, so I'm just going to shove that in there. Just going to add a bit of moisture to the whole thing. This is a no water added kind of a stew, so I'm just going to chop up the cabbage and just shovel the whole thing in really. So I kind of don't want any cabbaginess, so I'm just going to big cabbage kind of disappears anyway, but kind of a rough cut up. So it's going to have an extra cut. Yeah, just going to give that all a little chip chop. I know I'm cutting the cabbage extremely chaotically, just don't mind me. I'm just going in a way that makes sense. There's going to be a lot of cabbage in here. Alright. Extra veg never killed nobody. How far have we got? I'm just going around the big hard stalky bit. For the length of time I'm going to be cooking this for, that's probably going to be fine in here as well. I'm not going to lie. Keep on down. That bit off. Right, that's our cabbage chopped up. It's gonna provide excellent bulk to the stew. These bits can go. What I do need to do is salt this beef. So let's quickly look at this gorgeous bit of beef. This is a bit of beef thigh that I got at the supermarket, and lovely Japanese beef for 299 yen per 100 gram. It's an absolute steal, if you tell me. Look at that nice half kilo chunk of meat. I'm just going to salt very well. I'm going to use a bit of garlic salt, roasted garlic salt. Just going to do that and all over I am going to chop this after. I'm just going to give it a quick salt all the size that I can get to. Yum. So put that to the side for a minute. Use a little bit of meat there. That's like, it feels heavier than half a kilo, but apparently it's half a kilo. Right. Mushrooms. So we've got 3 types of mushrooms today. We've got shimeji mushrooms, got a few shiitake mushrooms. I lie. These are shimeji mushrooms. And these are enoki mushrooms. A little trio of mushrooms going in. This is a mushroom and beef stew. So no skimping on the mushroom. Literally just dropping the bottoms off the shimeji and that's done. I will separate those when they go into the pot. For now they all stay hot so they don't go flying everywhere. Shiitakes I'm going to cut somewhat thinly, like not too thin, but like not super chunky. Cut the stems off, just the bottoms. It's going to be a long stew, so the stems will soften eventually. I'm going to do probably like a, no, chunky, but you know, chunky slices on the mushroom, just so that they don't completely disappear in the stew when I'm done with it. And then last but definitely not least, we have our shimeji mushroom. Going to turn off to love that for us. Shimeji is great in stews and stuff and soups because it holds the texture, it doesn't disappear into nothingness. So we have that. We're just going to cut the bottoms off. Make sure we've got all the sawdust. And I'm going to cut it into, I really should have cut them from the other side because I just cut the bottoms off first and then the entire thing just fell apart. Right, there. Oh, are you going to fit? Oh, this is the half a mission, is to keep them contained and not on my floor. Oh. Right, that's going to be a mission and a half to move later. That's a problem for future meat. A little mound of mushrooms over there. I have already a few I have lost to the floor, but that's okay. Sacrifice some mushrooms to the kitchen gods. I need to clear this bowl so I can cut my onions and my beef, so I am going to really do my best and play whatever that balancing game is. Balance the mushroom, well known. Let's give the bowl a quick little rinse because we now have mushroom debris everywhere. Excuse the sound. Sorry, that probably wasn't very pleasant. I'm gonna slice up the mushroom. Yes, the all new mushroom, the onion. Do a fairly thin slice because we want that to kind of melt into the stew. Get a good caramelization on that if we can. So just gonna peel and slice. And then last but not least, we'll get the beef diced up. I really could have done the beef first and had it going in the pot, but I also really don't like washing up. So I always go in order of ingredients which require least washing up. And that is me. Technically, I probably could have, you know, if I was doing it the proper way, I should have probably cut the beef first so I could get it going in the pot, you know. So I'm just gonna. All of this chopping board space, and it decides to fall off my chopping board. What a joke. Really not a lot of stuff going into the stream, not gonna lie. It's literally just watching me chop a bunch of stuff, and then once the stew gets going, I'll probably turn it off because nobody wants to watch a pot of stew. So yeah, shove that to the side, and come with the beef. A bit of onion on there. Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous, right? Me being me and not wanting to wash up chopping boards, I am going to do the mostest, probably this kind of a chunk on the meat. So I'm just gonna go through and do that. Gorgeous marbling on this thigh. I wanted to cook relatively fast. I'm going in like fairly bite-sized pieces, not too big. Because I do want dinner not at 9 p.m. Trying a recipe for the first time, so I hope it looks good. I don't know why I suddenly had the Animal Crossing theme song come into my mind, but here we go. Lovely, lovely little chunks here. Beautiful. That's great. Let's give that one more good salting. Can't go with enough salt. Look at that beautiful stuff. Just put that on there. Let's get some oil going. Got some leftover oil from another meal, so I'm just gonna shovel on that in there. So might as well reuse our oils. Very good. A couple of teaspoons of oil and tablespoons of oil in there. Get that heated up. I should probably go find my recipe that I want to use because I'm using a newish one. So let me go find it. Let me just get that oil heated up. This is just some leftover fry oil that I had, so I'm being so violent. Oh, the pot was a bit wet, that's probably why. Silly me. Right, just gonna go in, probably do half and half on the beef. So it gets a good bit of colour on. Get that going. Absolutely fabulous. If you pick it up, yum. Oh, let's not forget the garlic. Oh, perfect. I've only got 2 cloves left. Fabulous. Kan you garlic is perfect here. Okay. Kind of got a dirty knife, but we're going straight in anyway, so put that in there. Ow. Dangerous business cooking. Put some colour on our beef. Give that a couple of minutes and then I'm just going to pull them out. Put the next batch in. cook away. I don't know why it's looking like real pink in the video. So absolutely down again, scoop out. Go in with the onions. Solid head start. It's absolutely marvelous. Breaking it all up. Another judge of salt. This is making like dinner for like 2 nights at least, if not 3. So I am being a bit more generous on the salt because there is going to be a lot of vegetables going in. Give that a little time to zhuzh. Right, now that these guys have had a bit of a head start, we are going in with all of our shrooms and other veg. Oh, so much. Right, slowly but surely we are breaking up the Jenga tower. That is this mound of shrooms. Breaking up the use by hand. Ow. Not really working. It's okay. I'll go in with the spoon. Oh, oh. Avalanche of mushrooms. Slowly but surely. I was skeptical as to whether this cabbage is going to fit, but I'm trusting my instincts that it's all going to shrink a lot. So, it'll definitely fit if I end up with half the cabbage on the floor. Right. We're in. Right. I say right. I don't know if I've succeeded or failed, but for now we have everything inside the pot. Well, the cabbage was not in the original recipe, by the way. It was very much meant to be like a beef and mushroom kind of a situation. But then I was like, you know what, I have the cabbage. We're gonna throw it. Right, this has to go reduce for at least like a half for this rest of this to be able to kind of keep going. So for now, I'm just gonna give everything a bit of a mix up and then put a lid on and then just hope that it shrinks a little bit. A little stuff on the bottom so everybody gets a little bit of oil on there somewhere. Right, so now we wait. I don't actually have a lid for this, so we have a bowl. Close it up, and yeah, give it like 5 minutes. I'll give it a stir every now and again on the inside, and then hopefully that will be enough to smush that level down a bit. We're literally just gonna go in with some tin tomatoes and I had some juices from a burrata from lunch, so I'm just gonna shove that in for extra moisture. It's just salty cheese water. What could go wrong? We are gonna go in a bit of koji, my favorite little ingredient. I'm just gonna keep this in the fridge so it doesn't go off. And we're going in with sake as well. So it's very like Japanesey kind of inspired stew. There's no wine going in or anything of that sort. It's very like stew but make it Japan, you know. Now I'm so certain I've not finished my bay leaves yet, so they're in here somewhere. However, my pantry is currently a bit of an abyss, so I need to kind of dig out my my bay leaves from this mess somehow. I do have them somewhere. I know I do, because I had a huge bag of bay leaves. You a bay leaf. Yeah. Keep on top of your yes. Is this bay leaf? Asian seasoning. I swear I had some. This is when it's like hiding behind here somewhere. And chili's hiding there. Not bay leaves though. I feel like there is literally only one spice on this recipe, and that is bay leaves. So I feel like I can't stick on that one. Oh, I was so sure I had some. Where are you, bay leaf? I need you. Literally in front of my face, it was right at the front. So sure. Right. Bay leaf. Let's leave you guys away. Go to the sink. We definitely have reduction already. I'm not adding a whole. That's the wrong salt. I'm using this one. Let's use this one. Adding on salt because, from the looks of it, there's not a whole lot of other salt going in apart from the koji. So. Definitely reduced a whole lot. Nice juices coming off our veg. I like to see it. Yeah, we've definitely come a long way. We are gonna let it finish off the last minute or so. Ow, I keep touching the pot. Steady me. Then what? Then what? Are we just adding everything back in? Nice. Just gonna let that keep going. Right. So we have our slightly cooked vegetables and mushroom. We're going back in with our beef with all of its beautiful juices. Let's go. A little stir through. So, yeah, also now going in with our mushroom. Where's my big tablespoon gone? If I can even open this. Wow, fail. Oh my god. Tomato juice is everywhere. I can't. Oh yeah, whole tomatoes. That will be why. Let's just kind of give that a smush as we go in. I always end up getting whole tomatoes and not, you know, like chopped tomatoes. For some reason feel like they're nicer, but every time I'm like, have to do like a bit of tomato murder before they get cooked. So I don't know, is there actually a difference between buying whole and, you know, chopped? I said there's no water going into this recipe, but you know, if you don't swirl your cat in tomato, who then are you? Going in, recipe says 1 bay leaf, but I'm going to go with 2 because we've got a lot more than what the recipe thinks we've got. So 2 bay leaf, and then going in with a koji and sake. So probably going to do about 6 tablespoons of koji. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I forgot to count. 7. I'm sure it'll be fine. And then we're going to go in with 4 tablespoons of sake. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure with our parts anyway. Beautiful. And then I'm going to also go in with a little cheese juice. There we go. I actually have now a pot of liquid. Let's just give that a quick smush through and let that come back up to heat. Attack the tomatoes while I'm here. We want to bring this up to a boil first before we turn it down to a simmer, so get the heat cranked up. Right. Probably still not quite got quite enough juice, but I'm trusting the vegetables to release a bit more, so I'm just gonna smush everything down for now. Everything's mixed up. Gonna give this a quick taste. I know it's like raw, but I think the salt levels are pretty good actually. But we will check them again when we get to the end. So yeah, I'm just gonna bring this up to a boil, and then I'm literally just gonna let it simmer for like an hour. So I'll probably end the stream once this comes up to a boil. So a super quick one. But yeah. Shall tell you all about it in the next stream. Just gonna watch this come to a boil because nobody's ever seen that happen before. Just gonna try to keep all of the beef under the surface so that it doesn't dry out. Right. We have bubblage, so lid on, and I shall see you next time. Bye.